All right, welcome everybody to another edition of the Florida Physique Report. This is episode number 69. Today is Thursday, August 11th, 2016. And on today's show, we have a huge show because we did not have a show last weekend. I competed, actually, for the first time in 4 years at the Tim Gardner Extravaganza last week, which was part of the big Tampa Pro Show. And I was so brain dead last week, I could not do the show, folks. So we skipped Florida Physique Report last week, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. On today's show, our special guest is Terrence Ruffin. And Terrence is a young 22-year-old classic physique pro competitor. And he just won the Tampa Pro Show last week. He beat out Darren Charles, the legend. So Terrence is only, like I said, 22 years old, and he is on his way to the Olympia. He got his pro card 2 years ago at the 2014 Nationals as, I think, a lightweight, and did not compete since then. He was going to bulk up and try to go into the 212 division, but he decided to do the classic physique, and it worked out perfect for him. He's only like 157 pounds, and he won his first classic physique pro show. So congratulations to Terrence. We got a really good interview coming up with him. But before we do that, we have to go over quite a few contests. 2 weeks ago, they had the NPC USA, which was held on July 29th and 30th out in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I've got some numbers on that show. And then we've got two shows that took place that same weekend out here in Florida. The Prestige Crystal Cup, which took place in Boca Raton, Florida. It was a national qualifier, and they also had a couple pro divisions, a couple pro shows with that, so I want to give the results of that. And that weekend, I was out in Gainesville at the Gainesville Classic, Tony Curtis's show, and I got the results from that. So we're going to go over those. And then, of course, last weekend, we got the Tampa Pro Show. We got the results from the pro division, which was a two-day show on Friday and Saturday, August 5th and 6th. And then the Tim Gardner Extravaganza, which took place on August 6th, which was a national qualifier. And on that same day, on August 6th, out in Jacksonville, Dexter Jackson had his Dexter Jackson Classic. So that was also a national qualifier. So a lot of shows to go over, and we're going to do that right now. This weekend, there is nothing going on. No competitions this weekend, unusual for a weekend out here in NPC Florida area, because usually there's at least one or two shows going on every weekend. But this weekend there's nothing going on, but next weekend is Deke Warner's NPC Florida State Show. So that's going to be another really, really big competition, and of course we will be there. Actually, I'll be competing in that one also. That'll be my second and last show for the year. So I will be out there obviously covering that show as well as being in the show. All right, so let's go over real quickly the results of the competitions that took place over the last 2 weeks. As I said, the NPC USA, which was, of course, a pro qualifier, national level competition, took place, as it always does, out in Las Vegas on July 29th and 30th. In the men's bodybuilding, they had a total of 118 competitors. In the classic physique division, they had 63 competitors. The bikini was the biggest, again, with 213 competitors. Men's physique had 170 competitors. Women's physique had 47. Figure had 118 competitors. And they actually even had a women's bodybuilding, which only had 8 competitors. So for total, they had 737 competitors in the NPC USA. And I want to mention Cody Parrish, who is trained by Nikki Gutierrez from Team Sims, AJ Sims and Nikki. And Nikki trained Cody, and she won the bikini class in Class F. So she is a new IFBB pro. So I want to congratulate Cody Parrish and, of course, Nikki and AJ for bringing in another pro winner to the Florida area. All right, let's go over the Prestige Crystal Cup. Let's go over the results of that. I've got the photo report up on FloridaPhysique.com. All right, they started with the men's bodybuilding masters, and the over 60 winner was John House. Rafael Calzadilla was the over 50 winner. Rafael's been a veteran competitor for a long time. Joel Perrette was the over 40 winner, and Joel was at the Southern States. This guy's got an incredible physique, super wide, small waist, got a great front lat spread. And Luis Nuzo was the over 35 winner, but the Masters bodybuilding overall winner, no surprise, Joel Perrette. Awesome physique on Joel Perrette. The team bodybuilding winner went to Christopher Giraldo. The novice bodybuilding winner was Joseph Lally, who trains right out here at Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa. In the open bodybuilding, the lightweight, Joseph Lally won again. Middleweight went to Scott Peskin. Scott was also at the Southern States. Joel Perrette won the light heavyweights, and the heavyweight went to Luis Nuzo. And again, the overall winner went to Joel Perrette. So congratulations to him. He had a great night. In the women's physique division in the Masters, Christine Jackson was the winner. And in Class A in the Open, Ariel Nuiz was the winner in Class A, and Christine Jackson won Class B. And Christine Jackson won the overall women's physique Open. In the Classic physique, Joseph Lally again switches over from bodybuilding to Classic, and he wins Class A. Devin Palumbo was the winner in Class B. And Luis Nuzo, who competed in the bodybuilding, he went over to Classic also, and he won Class C. But the overall winner at the Classic physique was Devin Palumbo. Then in the figure division, the Masters over 50 went to Michelle Leon. Lynn Clark was the winner in the over 40, and that was a big class, 8 competitors. And Samantha Disabello was the winner in the over 30. But the Masters figure overall went to the over 50 winner, Michelle Leon. So congratulations to her. Figure novice went to Blanca Siles, and that was also a pretty big class, 9 competitors. Blanca is trained by Maria Belando out in the southern Florida area. In the open figure, Samantha Disabello won Class A, Blanca Siles won Class B, Juliana Figueredo won Class C, and Michelle Leon won Class D. And I believe Blanca Siles was the winner there in the figure open. Men's Physique Masters, Eugene Zamora, who I also saw at the Southern States. He was the winner in the over 40. The teen men's physique went to Andrew Martin. In the novice men's physique, Class A went to Andrew Martin. Teen winner, wins his class in the novice. Congratulations. Theodore Pyform was the winner in Class B. And Randy Ramos was the winner in Class C. And then the novice men's physique overall went to Randy Ramos. In the open men's physique, Saeed Quaishi won Class A, Adam Awada won Class B, and Randy Ramos, again, the novice winner, wins Class C, and Randy Ramos wins again. He wins the overall at the open. So congratulations to Randy, wins the novice and open men's physique overall. And then finally we go to the bikini division. The Masters over 50 went to Maria Albanese. Over 40 went to Amanda Cording with 11 competitors in that class. Bethany Bartlett was the winner in the over 35, and she beat out 15 competitors. And Taryn Handler was the winner in the over 30. And the overall Masters bikini went to Bethany Bartlett. The teen bikini went to Haley Wright. And the novice bikini, Class A, went to Eugenia Perez, who beat out 9 competitors. Maria Roa won Class B. Lindsay Brown won Class C. And Indy Whitehurst won Class D. And then the overall novice bikini went to Eugenia Perez. And then in the open bikini, Joy Zagia, who sometimes trains right over here at Powerhouse Gym. I know Joy. She's a really, really good competitor. She won Class A over 12 competitors. Marina Gatica, who did good at the Southern States, frequent competitor. She's finally taking first place now. She wins Class B over 15 competitors. Inez Arque won Class C over 9 competitors. And Annette Rodriguez won Class D over 15 competitors. So a lot of competitors in the open bikini at the Prestige Crystal Cup. And Marina Gatica wins the overall again. So congratulations to Marina. They also had some pro divisions at the Prestige Crystal Cup. They had a classic physique, and Breon Ansley, coming all the way from California, takes first place, and he beat out Darum Charles, which is unusual. Darum usually wins these shows, but Darum's doing every single classic physique pro show there is this year, so he's not going to win them all. But Breon Ansley was the winner there, so congratulations. And Terrence Ruffin, who's going to be our guest in a few minutes. Terrence comes from Pembroke Pines. This was his first pro show, and he took third place in his first pro show. And Frank Same, another really good competitor from the South Florida area. Frank's about my age. He's in his 50s. Used to do men's physique, switched over to classic physique now that he's a pro. And Frank took fifth place, so congratulations to him. So 10 competitors overall. Breon Ansley was the winner. In the women's physique, they had 21 pro competitors, and Rosella Joseph, right from Green Acres, Florida, was the winner. So congratulations to Rosella Joseph. Patricia Mello from California was in fourth place. Indrell Thomas from West Palm Beach, she took fifth place, so congratulations to her. In the bikini pro division, they had 20 competitors. Noy Alexander, who is a veteran competitor. I've seen Noy compete for many years. She's actually from Hollandale, Florida, and she wins first place, so congratulations to Noy. Marcia Goncalves, one of my favorite bikini competitors, was a very close second place. Lucy DeLuca from Ocala, Florida, was in third place. Beth Transu, who's been competing quite a few years now, but looks better than ever. Congratulations to Beth. She takes fourth place. Jamie Iboni is her trainer. And Mariana Santos from Orlando was in sixth. So the Florida ladies did really, really well in the pro bikini division. The men's physique pro division, they had 20 competitors. The winner went to Diego Montenegro from Brazil. Jermaine Ward was the winner. Well, I'm sorry, he was in third place. He was from Sarasota, so congratulations to Jermaine. And Giovanni Paula, who is a pro men's physique competitor from the South Florida area and was also a promoter. And Giovanni took seventh on this show. All right, so that was the results from the Prestige Crystal Cup. Let's go over the results of the Gainesville Classic, which took place also on July 30th. Tony Curtis is the promoter, and this is a special competition because the proceeds from the contest all go to cancer research. So very special event. Ferlin Bailey was the guest poser. Ferlin looked fantastic. He was guest posing only a week or two after he got his pro card at the Masters Nationals, and he was big, full, and hard, and he gave a great routine and also a great speech at the microphone. So good job, Ferlin. They started with the Masters bodybuilding. Brian DeGaglia was the only winner, or the only competitor, I should say, in the Masters bodybuilding. And then in the open bodybuilding, the middleweight went to David Hoover, and the light heavyweight went to Joseph Alessandro, who beat out Brian DeGaglia. So Joseph was really ripped for this contest. He hasn't competed in a couple years, but he came in really ready for this one. And Joseph won the overall men's bodybuilding open. In the figure division, the over 40 went to Nancy Zimmerman, and the over 30 went to Natalie Zellers, and the overall went to Nancy Zimmerman. She had a really good physique. In the open figure, same thing. Class A went to Nancy Zimmerman, and Natalie Zellers took Class B, with again Nancy Zimmerman winning the overall figure open. Women's physique went to Heather Miller, and in the classic physique, Patrick Namoika won the novice. And in the open classic physique, Kenneth Schaefer was the winner in Class A. John Puskovich, a favorite competitor from the Panhandle, he won Class B. But Joseph Alessandro, the bodybuilding winner, went into classic physique as well and wins Class C and the overall classic physique division. So congratulations to Joseph. He had a good night. Moving on to the men's physique division, the Masters went to Thierry Marcelino, who came all the way from France. Thierry actually has skin cancer, and he was in Miami looking for some type of treatment for his skin cancer. Unfortunately, I think he said that there is no cure. He heard about this contest in Gainesville and that the proceeds were going to cancer research. He immediately wanted to be a part of it, so he called up Tony Curtis and he said, "I'm coming to your show." And he took a bus from Miami and went all the way up to Gainesville and competed. And he made quite an impression. He was quite a character, and he was just happy to be up there and happy to show his stuff. So Thierry, you could tell he was a veteran bodybuilder. He's got the shape and he had the posing ability, but he went into the men's physique this time and he won the Masters. And then in the novice men's physique, Kyle Clark was the winner. Kyle was really a good competitor. And then moving into the open men's physique, the short class, again, Thierry Marcelino from France. And the tall class went to Jean Carlos Pichardo. And then the overall went to Jean Carlos Pichardo, who had a really good physique. Not a big guy, but really symmetrical and nice shape. The kind of look that they go for in men's physique. So then finally they finished off with the bikini. The novice went to Dilru A. I think that was her first contest. And then in the open, Nancy Martin was the winner in the short class, and Jessica Prentice was the winner in the tall class. And Nancy Martin wins the overall. And Nancy competed the week before, Ancient City, and she won the Masters there. They did not have a Masters here. She was a little nervous about going in the open, but she had nothing to worry about because she beat all the young girls and wins the overall. So congratulations to Nancy. So good job to Tony Curtis for putting on another good show at the Gainesville Classic. All right, let's go to the Tampa Pro Show, which took place last weekend. On Friday, August 5th, they had 7 pro divisions. And then on Saturday, they had the remaining 3 pro divisions, along with the Tim Gardner Classic, which was a national qualifier. So Tim had a total of 196 pros competing. So congratulations to Tim. Another successful Tampa Pro Show. Always one of the best events on the IFBB calendar, and we're very happy that it's right here out in Tampa, Florida. All right, let's go over the results from the figure division first, the pro figure division. Jennifer Taylor, right here from Florida, Zephyr Hills, Florida, was the big winner over 25 competitors. Sandra Gojales Romero from Mexico was in second place. Georgina Lona from Mexico was in third place. Natalia Coelho, who at only 20 years old, one of the youngest IFBB pros, she's been hitting the pro circuit really hard this year. She took fourth place. Kim Clark was in fifth. And I got to mention Kamla Mako, my favorite competitor in the pro figure division. She trains right here at the Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa. Kamla, unfortunately, only took sixth. I know she was going in to win this one and try to get to the Olympia. I still think Kamla's got probably one of the best structures in the figure division. Just needs to come in really top shape in order to take that first place because it's so competitive now. But good job to Kamla and a good showing, and hopefully she'll be back later this year. The men's physique pro had 24 competitors. Andre Ferguson, who's been killing it this year in the pro division, he takes another first place. Michael Mapiri was second. Diego Montenegro, who won the Prestige Crystal Cup a week before, he drops down to third. Giovanni Paula takes fourth place after taking seventh at the Prestige Crystal Cup in arguably a much bigger show. So congratulations to Giovanni. He really improved his placing in 1 week. And Igor Ponchet was in fifth place. And then moving on to the classic pro physique, Terrence Ruffin, who was going to be our guest right after our break. Terrence takes first place. Great win for Terrence, 22 years old, and he beats out the legend Durham Charles, who got second place. Elvirni McGee was in third place. Bennett Streets was in fourth. And my old friend from Chicago, Ko Shandeka, who's natural for classic physique. Ko's got a really good shape, and he's a great poser. He takes fifth place. And Ty Pope, our friend and promoter right here in the Florida area, Ty was in ninth place, so I wanted to mention him. In the 212 men's bodybuilding, Ahmad Ashkanini, who's incredible physique. I believe he's from Kuwait. Very short competitor, but super thick. Really good physique on this guy. I think he's going to do really well at the Olympia. He takes first place. Bolo Ojex was in second place. Michael Ergis, competitor who won his class at the USA many years ago. Michael is still back competing. Michael's got a super thick physique. Good to see him back competing. He takes third place. Cesar Quespi was in fourth place, and Quincy Winkler, who I believe is the cousin of Rowley Winkler, he was in fifth place, and Quincy looked really improved from last time I remember seeing him. There was 24 competitors in the 212 division, so it was very competitive. The fitness division had 16 competitors. Marta Aguilar was in first place. Christine Duba was in second. Stacy Dawn was in third. Janine Jadeo was in fourth. And Aspen Bunyik was in fifth. And then finally, the women's physique pro division finished off the Friday show. There was 29 women's physique pro competitors, so really competitive. Gloria Falks was the winner. Patricia Mello, all the way from California, took second place. Rosella Joseph, who won the Prestige Crystal Cup, she takes third place in this show. Rachel Guillen, another Florida competitor, took 4th place, and Erica Blockman was in 5th. And also another, Jennifer Hernandez, another competitor from the Florida area in Miami. Jennifer was in 7th place, so I want to mention her. All right, and then moving on to the pro divisions that took place on Saturday, August 6th. In the women's bodybuilding, Sheila Black, right here from Florida, one of the best posers in the whole fitness industry. Sheila's an amazing, very creative poser. Always a pleasure to see her pose. Lisa Cross was 2nd. The shredded Rita Bello was in 3rd place. Selma Labatt was 4th, and Tisha Thomas was in 5th. 13 women bodybuilding competitors, so that's still going strong. Sheila Black will be competing at the Phoenix show, which is basically the taking place of the Miss Olympia. It's probably the biggest female bodybuilding show of the year, so that'll be taking place, I think, in another month or so. And then moving on to the Bikini Pro, 25 competitors, probably the biggest division in the pro division. All right, the winner went to Karine Gonzalez. Mariana Santos from Orlando was in 2nd place, so congratulations to her. Marcia Goncalves, I thought she was going to do it. I thought she was going to win this one because she looks so good. But unfortunately, Marcia got 3rd place. Congratulations to her. Another good showing. I believe Marcia's got enough points now where she's still going to be able to go to the Olympia, so I hope she does that and hope she does really well. Romina Basaldo from Argentina, who was out here training at the Powerhouse Gym during the weekend. She took some pictures of my friend Aaron Reed. She took 4th place. She's a very beautiful lady. She did really well. And Angie Garcia from Florida, from the Miami, Florida area. Angie takes 5th place, so Angie's having a really good year. And I want to mention also Charity Lane, who sometimes trains here at Powerhouse Gym, competing in her very first pro show because she just got her pro card at the Masters Nationals. And Charity took 8th place out of 25 competitors. Really good, so congratulations to Charity. And then finally they finished with the men's bodybuilding. They had 24 competitors. Akeem Williams was the winner, and this was the best I've ever seen Akeem compete. He was really, really ripped. Akeem's got one of those super thick physiques, but he can never get hard enough. But I've never seen Akeem harder than this. His legs especially were super hard, so you could tell he came down in weight. So congratulations to Akeem. He won a very close battle with Alexis Rivera from Puerto Rico, who won the men's nationals about 2 years ago in 2014. So it was a real close battle. Alexis has got a great physique. She's got great shape, really thick, and came in really good condition. In 3rd place, Abdullah Hadi Al-Karat, who I think is another competitor from Kuwait. Kuwait is coming on strong. He had a great physique, really ripped, a big guy, and he takes 3rd place. Roman Fritz, another guy with really great shape, real good V-taper. I love this guy's physique. Great leg development, and I think he just needs a little more thickness in the upper body to compete with these monsters. But Roman takes 4th place, so that was a good placing for him. And Jonathan De La Rosa, who's usually a winner at some of these pro events, really big competitor, Jonathan, but a little smooth this time for his usual condition. And I want to mention Ryan Padaraki, who was trained by AJ Sims, and Ryan looked amazing. He's right here from the Florida area, and this was the best I've ever seen him. I got a chance to see Ryan up close out here at Powerhouse Gym a couple days before the event, and he was freaky, grainy, hard, veiny. You can't beat his conditioning. So Ryan really worked hard, busted his ass. He really sacrificed, and he was dying up there, but he came in 7th place. So hopefully the best is yet ahead for Ryan. He's really a hard worker and a great guy. So congratulations to Ryan. All right, let's go over the results from the Tim Gardner Extravaganza, which, like I said, is a national qualifier. Looks like if my numbers are right, Tim had a total of about 233 competitors, which is a huge show. So congratulations to Tim. This was a big contest. They had a fitness division, only 2 competitors, and the winner was Valentina Maria Rodriguez. So congratulations to her. Women's bodybuilding, they only had 1 competitor, Tony Brown. I did an interview with Tony after the contest, which you can see on FloridaPhysique.com. The Masters bodybuilding, over 60, went to Carlos Rivera Morales. Over 50, I was the winner there, so I was fortunate to win that. My first time back competing after 4 years. Had to get the rust off, but it felt good to be back up on stage. Joel Perrette was the winner in the over 40, and Joel, of course, did really, really well at the Prestige Crystal Cup the week before. And the novice bodybuilding, Eric Massanet, really ripped competitor. He took first place. The teen bodybuilding went to Tyler Hughes. And then in the open bodybuilding, very competitive. The lightweight went to Kurt Walla. The middleweight, Orlando Perdomo. Really great physique on Orlando. I recognize the name. I never saw him in person compete before, but he's from the southern Florida area. And Orlando was shredded. Really great condition. Light heavyweight went to Ryan Bangart, and Ryan trains, I believe, at my friend Mel Chancey's gym out in Port Charlotte. Ryan's got the most ripped glutes you'll ever see, and he's put some size on his upper body. So he took first place by 1 point over Joel Perrette. Very good battle between those guys. There was, I believe, 8 competitors in that class, so that was a really tough division. Heavyweights went to Alexander Dutson, and the super heavyweight was Tyrone Bynum. But the overall went to Orlando Perdomo, the ripped competitor from the South Florida area. You can't beat Orlando's conditioning, man. He was really shredded. He was really ready for the show. So congratulations to him. All right, moving over to the figure division, the Masters over 50 went to Lori Bailey. Over 40 went to Priscilla Hinkle. And the over 30 went to Geraldine Martinez. In the novice figure, Karen Stansberg was the winner. And then in the open figure, Blanca Siles, who did really well at the Prestige Crystal Cup a week before. She came all the way from South Florida. She won Class A. Lauren Tornell won Class B. And Devin Manny, who we just shot a training video with right out here at Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa, Florida, with her and Kelly Diffendorfer. And Devin wins Class C. Devin's got a great physique, great structure. But the overall winner was Blanca Siles from Class A. So congratulations to Blanca, young competitor, used to compete in bikini. Now she switched over to figure, and she's got a great look. She's going to do really, really well. So congratulations to her and her coach, Maria Belando. In the classic physique, the over 40 went to Ivan Torres. Novice winner went to Kurt Walla, the lightweight winner in the men's bodybuilding. In the open classic physique, Elizar Ray was the winner in Class A. And James Gunby wins Class B. James was a huge competitor. I talked to him after the show. He's been training for 18 years. Big arms. Guy almost looked like a bodybuilder. Never competed before. Never did men's physique. Never did bodybuilding before. Neither one of those divisions had any appeal to him. But when they started classic physique, he decided that he wanted to try it. And he knocked it out of the park. He beat out 12 competitors in his class and wins the open overall classic physique in his very first show, and he wins a national qualifier. So we look forward to seeing James on stage again. The women's physique, Devin Manny was the only competitor, and she did a crossover from figure and wins women's physique. So we'll see what Devin does in the future. She's going to stick with figure or women's physique. She's got a great physique for either one. In the men's physique division, the novice winner went to Ngo Galang, and the Masters men's physique over 40 went to Tony Stark. And then the Opens men's physique, Nick Filyaw was the winner in Class A. Israel Woodard, who's already won a couple overalls, competing in his very first year, he's doing really, really well. He wins Class B over 13 competitors. And Jimmy Payne wins Class C over 14 competitors. So they had 33 competitors in the open men's physique. And the overall goes to Nick Filyaw for the overall open men's physique. So congratulations to him. Nick was coming back from a layoff also. He hasn't competed in quite a few years. So he knocked it out of the park his first time. In the bikini class, novice goes to Nikki Frazier, competing in her very first contest. Nikki is the girlfriend of Anthony, who works out here at Powerhouse Gym, and she is sometimes trained by Ryan Watson, who is probably the most popular trainer here at Powerhouse. And Nikki beat out 21 competitors, very, very competitive novice bikini division, and she wins first place in her very first show. So great job. In the Masters bikini, Delmi Koval wins the over 40, and Bernices Ruiz wins the over 30. And then in the open bikini, Class A goes to Valerie Tremarco, who beats out 21 competitors in Class A. Good victory for her. Nikki Frazier, our novice winner, wins Class B, and Rachel Powell wins Class C, and Nikki Frazier again wins the overall in the open bikini. So Nikki wins the novice and the open, beats out a lot of competitors, and wins her very first contest at a national qualifier. So great job to Nikki Frazier. So that was it for the Tim Gardner Extravaganza. Huge show. I was glad to be a part of it. It was a great contest, and Tim always does a fantastic job promoting shows. His staff is excellent. They treat the competitors really, really well. So if you've never done a Tim Gardner show, I highly recommend it. He does plenty of them out here in Florida and all over the country, and it's always a first-class event. All right, finally, let's go over the Dexter Jackson Classic, which took place also the same weekend on August 6th out in Jacksonville. He had 109 competitors, so it was a pretty good event. They started with the novice bodybuilding, and Brandon Garoud won the middleweight, and Kyle Whistle wins the heavyweight, with Kyle Whistle winning the overall novice bodybuilding. And the masters bodybuilding, the over 60 went to Rodney Anderson, the over 50 went to Alan McWilliams, and the over 40 went to Alex Rivera. And the overall masters bodybuilding went to the over 50 winner, my man, Alan McWilliams, wins the overall masters bodybuilding. They had a contest called the uniform bodybuilding, which I believe is open to any competitor who is in the military or the police or fire department. It's called the uniform bodybuilding, and Alex Rivera was the winner in that. The women's physique in the masters, Brenda Smith was the winner, and Brenda also won the open women's physique. Then in the classic physique, Brian Silvers was the winner there. In the figure division, novice figure went to Amber Dillon, and the over 50 went to Nancy Jackson. The over 40 went to Jacqueline Johns, and the over 35 went to Gina George. And the overall novice figure went to Jacqueline Johns. In the figure open, Jessica Cruz was the winner in Class A, Nicole Lindberg was the winner in Class B, and Jacqueline Johns wins Class C, and Jacqueline wins another overall. So Jacqueline Johns wins both the Masters and the Open figure, so congratulations to her. In the men's physique, the novice class, Class A goes to Aaron Walters, Class B goes to Sean Marcolis, and Class C goes to Jarek Crew. And Jarek Crew wins the overall novice men's physique. In the teen men's physique, Jared Wozniak was the winner. They had a uniform men's physique, and that went to Howard Johnson. In the masters men's physique, over 50 went to Rick Kushner, and over 40 went to Alan Cowley. And then finally, the open men's physique, William Gill was the winner in Class A, Sean Marcolis was the winner in Class B, and Jarek Crew was the winner in Class C. 19 total competitors in the open men's physique, and William Gill wins the overall there. They had a women's bodybuilding division that went to Trish Goldstein. And then going into the men's bodybuilding open, they had a lot of classes. Bantamweight went to Donald Tu. Middleweight went to Alan McWilliams, who won the Masters. The light heavyweight went to Kyle Whistle. The heavyweight went to Samuel Shaw. And the super heavyweight went to Greg Allen. And Greg Allen, the super heavyweight, wins the overall open men's bodybuilding. So congratulations to him. Finally, they finished with the bikini division. They had 10 competitors in the novice bikini. Anna Oiko was the winner in Class A. Celia Anderson was the winner in Class B. And Elaine Mullis was the winner in Class C. And Celia Anderson was the overall winner. And the masters bikini over 50 went to Stephanie Edwards. Over 40 went to Denise Bremer. And over 35 went to Luz Albumum. And Luz Albumum was the overall winner at the masters bikini. And then finally the open bikini, Jessica Beam, who I believe was the winner at the Ancient City Classic 2 weeks ago. She wins Class A. Celia Anderson was the winner in Class B. Brittany Rogers was the winner in Class C, and Elaine Mullis was the winner in Class D. 20 competitors in the open bikini, so that was pretty tough. And Jessica Beam wins again. So her second overall win this year, so congratulations to Jessica. All right, that's our big wrap-up. 4 competitions over the last 2 weeks. All right, let's take a break to hear from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to have a great interview with Terrence Ruffin, who just won his very first pro show at the Classic Men's Physique at the Tampa Pro at only 22 years old. This kid's a young rising star of the sport. You're going to want to hear this interview. So stay with us. We'll be right back with the Florida Physique Report. Divine Nutrition Products believes in supplying the consumer with the highest quality products available. Their natural isolate line of protein is comprised of whey protein isolate made from grass-fed protein, featuring brand new flavors like vanilla peanut butter and pound cake. Divine Nutrition Products is the preferred supplement of rising IFBB Pro Figure champion Sydney Gillen, winner of the 2016 Miami Beach Muscle Pro.
Hey, this is Sydney Gillen, IFBB Figure Pro champion. I love Divine Nutrition products, especially the pound cake as soon as I get that one. But my favorite right now is vanilla peanut butter. It's so delicious.
Visit us at divinenutritionproducts.com. All right, welcome back to the Florida Physique Report, and my special guest this week is Terrence Ruffin, who was the big winner last week at the Tampa Pro in the Classic Physique Division and the Pro Classic Physique Division. Hey, Terrence, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, John. How are you?
Great to have you on the show again, man. We talked to you like 2 years ago when you first won your class at the Nationals. That was in 2014, and you won the lightweight class. And I talked to you right after that, and now you're a big winner in the Classic Physique. How's that feel?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
But we're headed to the Olympia in 6 weeks, and it's crazy. Yeah.
And you beat Durham Charles, one of the legends in the sport.
It was pretty cool to they gave us a chance to pose down, and it was posing down with like the guy who's considered one of the best posers,
right,
and
right.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw on musculardevelopment.com they said you were like a new star. They said you and I think the guy who won the 212, they singled you two guys out as the new star in bodybuilding.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I saw a shot of you right before I think you took it at, were you in Tampa Powerhouse? Yeah.
It's an awesome gym.
Yeah, I saw a shot of you doing a front double bicep. Man, it was crazy looking. Your waist was so tiny, and you had that great V taper. I think even Robbie Robinson made didn't he make a comment on it?
Yes, sir. That was cool.
Yeah. So what did you weigh for the show, Terrence?
Around at it's crazy. No one believes me, but I was 157.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
More, yeah. And I don't know. I didn't wait. I didn't gain a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
In the past 2 years, but I think my physique has changed a lot since Nationals back then.
I agree. Yeah, I was very impressed with that picture that you posted, man. It was unbelievable.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, the gym's awesome. It helped out a lot, the lighting and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They do have good lighting in there. Well, so let's go back to when you won the Nationals 2 years ago in the lightweights, and we talked to you. You're in the military too, right?
Yes, sir. Air Force.
Air Force. Okay, I remember that. And so after you won that, what was your plans? Were you going to compete the following year, or I think we talked? You said you needed to put on some size, right, for 212.
Yeah, my plan was to compete actually next year in the 212 class.
Right.
And, I don't know. Matt just asked me how do I feel about doing classic, and I said I was open to it. I definitely like the guys back then. One of my favorite bodybuilders is Bob Paris, and I mean he was awesome. And I already did a lot of classical posing to begin with, so I mean it wasn't a hard transition.
Yeah. So when they announced that last year in 2015, they said they were going to start Classic Physique. Were you thinking about it then, or Did it take a while to sink
Not
in?
at all.
No.
Not at all. Actually, I was like, I'm gonna stick to 212, and I'm just gonna do that.
Right.
And because my initial thought was like, I thought I wouldn't have any room to grow,
Hmm.
but after dieting down, I still have another 8 pounds I can put on.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of guys, they have to suck down hard to make
Yeah.
that classic. I was talking with Breon, the guy who won the week before me,
Hmm.
and he had to suck down really hard. So I think he said 30 pounds or so.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
yeah. So I mean, it's I think it's an advantage just because it's kind of hard to improve if you're having to suck down like that.
Yeah.
Where I have another 8 pounds I can put on easily.
So with the pros, they do it like the amateurs, right? They measure you for your height, and then you have a weight restriction, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it the same? Is it the same weight restriction as in the pro or the amateurs?
I don't think so. I think the weight goes up a bit. I'm not completely positive on it, but
Okay.
I think it does go up.
Okay, gotcha. So I talked to Santiago Aragon a couple of weeks ago, and he was I think he won his class at the same show you were at, the welterweights. He was in the welterweights a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we turned pro together.
Right.
Yeah.
And then his plan was to do the 212s, and he did the 212s, and he didn't do that well because they told him he needs like another 30 pounds, and he doesn't want to do that to his physique.
Yeah.
So he's going to classic also. But I think it's a great fit for you because you can actually grow into it more. You can actually put on more size. You don't have to lose muscle in order to get into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what do you think your advantages are, Terrence? How were you able to win at only like 157 pounds and beat all these guys in the pro? Because it's all open contest, right? It's all weights, right?
Yeah. I was the smallest, shortest guy on stage.
Right.
What I think it was, it's just a mixture of everything. I think you did I can't remember the interview. It was an interview I want to say with I think it was Rich Kaspari, I want to say, and or maybe Lee, but they said that being small on stage, you have to have everything perfect. Your posing, your presentation, your conditioning, all has to be on point because you lose so much size. I mean,
Yeah.
Darren's like 30, 40 pounds heavier than me.
Wow.
So I think just all of that put together, and I think I get a lot of compliments on how I presented myself on stage and how I posed. And I practiced a lot on that,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I want to say that was one of the biggest things because a lot of people I've noticed, they have trouble. They'll hit a classic pose, but they're not hit. They're either hitting a pose that's not good for their body, not showing off their strengths,
Yeah.
and or they just don't know how to hit it at all,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one big advantage I had.
Yeah. So you said you worked on your posing. Tell us like what you did because I know there's a lot of guys out there who try to become good posers, and one thing I've noticed with classic physique is a lot of these guys are trying. I see they're trying to imitate a lot of these iconic poses that like Frank Zane did and stuff, but they're not hitting it right, So what do you do for your physique to work on your posing?
Well, I videotape and then I also just look in the mirror, and I don't try to hit a pose that doesn't look good for my body.
It doesn't suit you,
One-
yeah.
One being a big one is the Sergio Oliva pose, which
Yeah.
I don't have the arms or the tape. I don't have his body, so it wouldn't look right on me.
Who does?
It's exactly. So I mean, but a lot of people don't understand. They don't know their body and they don't know how to move it and stuff.
Yeah.
But just a lot of that, and you have to put your own spin on the pose. Like another pose I won't hit is the one Darren loves to hit with the bicep going like this.
Yeah.
I don't have the biceps that Darren has.
Right.
Not close. So I stay away from the stuff that shows my weaknesses, and I work on doing poses that portray my strengths.
Yeah. Was there an old school bodybuilder that you sort of follow, or someone that you got inspired by?
Posing wise, I
Yeah.
really liked Bob Paris.
Mhm.
I've watched Samir Bannout, and probably I've also liked Muhammad Makwe. He's
Yeah.
around my size, which is really cool.
Yeah, he's
And
awesome.
yeah, he was very awesome. But those are the main guys. Originally I liked Franco and Arnold, but as I started to learn more about the history and the other bodybuilders,
Yeah,
I felt the guys I mentioned were a better fit for me.
right. Yeah, I think classic physique really has some potential, especially with the posing. If guys really focus on that, I know they're not really judging it, but if people really focus on that, and I think we could really bring the art form back.
And there's a lot of guys. I mean, they have good physiques that were on that stage, but then I go back and the posing was really bad.
Yeah,
And I think that I think if we can get the posing back down, on how it used to be, it'll skyrocket.
yeah. Because I remember shows back in the '70s and '80s where good posing made the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah.
Like a guy like I remember Frank Zane was losing the '79 Olympia going into the pose down, and then they weren't like judging their routines, but I mean they were judging their routines, but he actually won it in the pose down because he was hitting his poses better than Mike Mentzer, and he was able to come ahead.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've also even in just Pumping Iron, they talk about it was actually like they actually strategized with the posing.
Yeah.
It's if I remember Arnold saying, "Oh, if he hits this shot, I'm going to hit this shot."
Right.
And now it was pretty cool to hear something like that.
Yeah, it is. It brings a whole new aspect to the sport, so I hope that really comes back.
Yeah.
So tell us about your training now over the last couple of years since you turned pro. Because I remember I saw you at a show once and you go, "Yeah, I'm going to come back in a couple of years. I'm going to take like 3 years off or something," which is funny to hear because usually people say, "Yeah, I'm going to compete in 6 months or a year," but you were going to take like 3 years off.
Training. I bet I started out doing just regular legs on Monday, 6-day split. I always hit legs twice a week.
Mhm.
I've always read that was a good thing to do, and I honestly, people I guess compliment me on my legs a lot. I do a lot of what Tom Platz did. I read in a few books he would start off with really really high reps
Yeah.
to warm up, and then increasingly slowly get heavier and heavier. I've done the I don't know what they're called. I just call them Tom Platz sets, but like where he does the sets like leg extensions, and then he gets the assisted reps, and then he
Yeah.
has people push down on it like that.
Yeah.
Those suck, but they work really well.
Right.
So that's one of my favorite guys training wise. Other than that, I do I've just changed my schedule, so I work 2 p.m. to about 11 p.m.
Uh-huh.
So the last 2 months I've been training twice a day,
Okay.
and it's been working. It's been working really well. I've been liking. Honestly, I've been liking that a lot.
Mhm.
So that's so much training so far.
You still in the Air Force now, Terrence?
Yes, sir. Still full time. I hit my 5-year mark this month.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. So when you did your first show, you did the Prestige Crystal Cup first. That was your first classic physique show, right?
yes, sir.
And how was your feelings going into that, and where did you place in that one?
I placed third, and I was nervous, but I had the feeling that I was gonna do well. I just didn't know how well I would do. I think going into that one, the nerves are definitely high. I was going against Darren Charles and just other. This is my first pro show, so it's just a different level. But I think that my conditioning was a little bit off, and then also the judges. I've always done my own tanning, and I've never had any complaints about it. But looking at the pictures, and the judges also told me that I was too dark on stage with the tan. So
Okay.
a little bit of that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So then, what changes did you make then going into the Tampa Pro? Was that just a week later, right? That was only 1 week
It's
later?
just a little bit less than a week. It was the procedures on Saturday, and the temple, was on Friday.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I went to IHOP Saturday night,
Right.
and then we cut carbs up until weigh-ins on that Thursday.
Okay.
So yeah, no. So we came in a little bit tighter, and then also to combat like any rebound effects, I did cardio maybe the first 2 days I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had my water really really high.
Okay.
Oh, so, yeah.
What was your weight difference between the 2 weeks?
Um. So I think at the Prestige I was 159, and then at the Tempo I was 157.
Oh,
About
okay.
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So after the prejudging at the Tampa show, did you feel like you had a shot at winning? What was the?
Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah. Well, I did. Yeah. I felt pretty. And then the nerves had left, and I was just calm and
Right.
collected, and I felt pretty good. Yeah, I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Now, Durham took. Did he take second at the Prestige, and you were third, and then you shot up to first, right?
yes, sir.
Who was the guy who won the Prestige?
Breon Ashley. He lives out in California somewhere.
He didn't do the Tampa?
No,
Okay.
I think I'm not sure if he was planning on doing it, but I know. I think he might have decided to back out since and get ready for the Olympia.
Yeah, it's a cross country trip. I don't, why
Yeah.
make it twice in 2 weeks in a row? So now you got the Olympia like in 6 weeks. So how you feel about that? I mean, this is going to be a big deal because it's going to be the first classic physique Olympia, and you've got quite a few guys who have won shows now. You got you, Danny Hester, Stan McQuay, Darren Charles, and Brianne from last week. So how do you feel you're going to stack up?
I feel it's just I feel I'm not I don't have any nerves going into it.
Right.
I'm 22, so it's honestly just amazing, and I just feel just great being there. I'm hoping for a top 5 place, and anything more than that would be crazy.
Yeah.
But it's cool just to be up there with these guys and legends and stuff, and Darren and Danny and Steve. These guys have been in the game for a long time.
Right.
I mean, Darren has been bodybuilding before I was born. So
Yeah.
it's just cool, and I've had a couple guys. The mentorship has been awesome. With a couple of the older guys talking with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm just excited. I feel good. I feel like I'm gonna do really well. I just don't I don't know how well.
Yeah, yeah. So you're 22, so you're obviously one of the younger rising stars, and a lot of these guys who are making the transition to classic physique, like Stan McQuay and Danny Hester and Durham, they've been around for years. They've been around for 20, 30 years. So they're kind of trying to revive their careers because of this new division. Who do you think would have an advantage? Would it be the guy who's the veteran, like a Danny Hester or a Darren Charles, or someone like you who's a new guy coming in and showing the classic type of physique?
The advantage. Well, I think we both have our advantages. Different weaknesses and advantages. Like these guys have the muscle maturity. The years of hard training that you can just see, whereas I have a newer, cleaner look. I think as you age, your body starts to change a little bit with the symmetry, and I haven't experienced any of that yet. So I think like I said, I have my certain strengths and they have theirs, and it's just gonna be cool to be up there.
Yeah. The reason I asked that because I think I was listening to Chris Aceto on RX Muscle, and I think he was saying that he thinks the future is going to, the guys who are going to take over this division are going to be the young guys like you. Guys are going to come out of nowhere who are going to have that kind of physique that the judges are looking for with the small waist, the great symmetry, and he thinks that's going to be the future. Especially over the next couple of years as it develops.
Thinking about it now, as with you bringing that up, a lot of the classic bodybuilders were younger. They were around my age. They weren't. Now it's the norm to be. It's the norm for a bodybuilder to be like 30 in his prime. But
yeah,
a lot of the guys back in the days, they were in their 20s still.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's pretty something to think about.
Yeah. The Masters divisions now are huge because guys, like myself even, I can't quit. I keep coming back. 'Cause
Oh
we
yeah,
love it so
congrats
much.
again on the win. I saw it.
Thank you.
Yeah, wish I could have been there,
Yeah,
but yeah.
thank you. All right, Terrence. Well, listen, man, we wish you the best of luck. I think you have an outstanding physique. When I saw that front double bicep pose, I was just blown away, man. I was like, wow, this guy's like a new Robbie Robinson, So it was cool that Robbie even said something on your
Yeah.
picture, I think you got a really great physique, and at 22 years old, I think you got the best ahead of you. And congratulations on your win at the Tampa Pro. And we look forward to seeing you at the Olympia, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Terrence. Thanks for joining us, and good luck at the Olympia, buddy.
All right, bye.
All right, everybody, that's it for the Florida Physique Report this week, episode number 69. I want to thank Terrence Ruffin for joining us for his interview, and congratulations to him for winning that pro division at the Tampa Pro Show. We'll hopefully see you next week here on the Florida Physique Report. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you then.